I'm going to demonstrate the basic pinch flex and some of its many variations. These examples are taken from the first 6 chapters of The Secret World of Flexagons. First off, this is called a hexaflexagon because there's 6 triangles per face, and this is the pinch flex, named because you pinch together leaves, 3 pairs because you pinch every other hinge. Notice that after a pinch flex, sometimes you can pinch flex again at the same hinges, and sometimes you can't, so you need to shift to the next hinge first. You can also pinch flex on flexagons with more than 6 triangles, for example on an octaflexagon with 8 triangles per face. And since you pinch every other hinge, you pinch 4 pairs. So I just pinched in the middle of the edges, but what happens if you pinch the corners instead? Well, now I've got a really jagged state. Why is that? Well, notice that the triangles have 2 45-degree angles and one 90-degree angle, and the leaves rotate when I flex. So when I pinch the edge hinges, the 45-degree angles in the corners move into the center, so it stays flat. But when I pinch the corners, the 90-degree angles move into the center, so it's not flat. There are a couple ways to skip past this mountain valley state to get back to a flat state. The first is sometimes called the pass-through because you pass through mountain valley state. This is just 2 pinch flexes in disguise, but notice that I shifted hinges before doing the second pinch. If I don't shift hinges, the only way to pinch is to reverse all the mountains into valleys and vice versa, and continue doing this all the way around. And thus it's sometimes called the reverse pass-through, which is just 2 pinch flexes in disguise. You can also pinch on this dodecaflexagon, but it's really tricky because it gets very jagged. A more interesting alternative is to only pinch every 4th hinge instead of every 2nd hinge, which both mixes up the colors and moves around the triangles while still keeping it flat. A second flex at the same hinge restores the arrangement, but half the leaves have changed. Or pinch every 6th hinge, which changes opposite ends of the flexagon. Or on an eneaflexagon, only pinch every 3rd hinge, and again, a second flex restores it to its original arrangement, but with mixed up colors. Or on a heptaflexagon, skip 2 or 3 hinges all the way around. A cycle of 3 flexes brings you back to its original state. These examples should give you a taste for the pinch flex and its many variations.